Hello everyone, my name is Michael Amat. I am the founder of ChartYourTrade.com, and our goal is to inspire millions of hardworking people just like you to take advantage of the stock market. And today we have 8 tips for 2018. Enjoy! Tip number 1 for 2018, self-awareness and introspection. We need to know who we are, how we fit into the market, where we are in our journeys, how much time we're able to dedicate, what our beliefs are. There's so many things that may be in our subconscious mind that we very rarely consider that will greatly affect the outcome of how well we perform in the markets. For example, well, when I first was learning about trading, and one of the first books that I read before I started to become successful was How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill. Talks about canceling, and he was somebody that would go for these home runs. So he would trade for stocks that would move like 200, 500, 1,000% or more, and try to hold just that for the entire bulk of the move. Now, earlier on, I tried to follow in his exact footsteps, and I learned the hard way that part just wasn't for me. I was somebody that was a lot more comfortable doing swing trading. It wasn't until later on that I finally found a mentor that was able to teach me a little bit more about how to hold for the longer term move. But if you're able to figure out what your personality is and to do this type of self-reflection and have self-awareness, you're going to end up saving yourself a lot of time and a lot of money, because you won't need to make these stumbling blocks like I did, and how probably most people do. So take some time out to take a few hours, jot down notes, and self-reflect and have greater self-awareness. Tip number 2, we need to run our own races. So what does this mean? This means that when you look on social media and you see a lot of people out there posting that they've had 10,000% returns on Bitcoin, and they're posting pictures of Lamborghinis, and here you are starting out and you don't have those kinds of returns yet. Well, it's real easy to look at somebody else that claims that they are they have all this success, and then to compare yourself to them and then feel bad. Well, number 1, are they legit? Number 2, if they are legit, where did they start out? Did they just go and make this fortune overnight, or did they have to go through a lot of crap in order to get to where they are today? If you read a lot of the success stories from anybody that's traded markets, from the Market Wizards books that Jack Schwager has written, to any of the business books, anybody that's been successful in business, from the series that Evan Carmichael has on his YouTube channel, to Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss, or any of these other books, you'll find that over and over and over again there was a lot of hardship that people needed to go through before they became incredibly successful. So if you're just starting out, or if you're a little bit further ahead of your journey and you're still not having the ultimate success that you want, don't compare yourself to somebody that's already where you ultimately want to be right now. Compare them to where you are right now in their journey, and then try to reverse engineer how they got there and then follow that path. But ultimately, what you want to do is run your own race and not worry too much about what Joe on social media is posting about. You want to worry more about your own progress and how you're doing, and improve upon that. Tip number 3, have a very strong why and persevere. So anybody that's been trading for any amount of time knows that trading is very, very difficult. It's something that's doable if you persevere, but it's something that does not come easily for most people. And even for the ones that it does come relatively easy to, it takes a couple of years before you start to become consistently successful in the market. The way to persevere, it's very hard to just say, oh, persevere and keep going and you'll do okay. Well, why are you even doing this? And you need a strong why. And some people think that, oh, well, my why is financial freedom. And that works for some people. If that works for you, fantastic. Some people are saving for something else. Some people just have a love of the game and a love of the process. For me, that's what I have. I have those other aspirations of, yes, financial freedom, and yes, having different things, but it's more about the love of the game and loving the process, the analysis, the teaching, all these things, and helping other people and understanding that this is a skill that anybody can learn and it can dramatically grow your wealth, and that it's so important and that it's one of the best opportunities in the world. And so that's the whys for me that helps drive me and to continue persevering when times get tough. So you need to have a very strong why. You need to reflect and think about why it is that you're doing this, because there's so many ways to make money and become financially free and to save for those bigger things in life, that if you don't have a love of markets or trading or anything, then you'll only get so far. So figure out what your why is, and that's something that will allow you to persevere when the times do get tough. Tip number 4, have a strong support network. I did this in a couple of ways. So the first way, when I was first starting out, I was very fortunate to find the Investors Business Daily meetup group in New York City. I started attending these meetings. They meet once a month, and it was a group of traders that were all basically trading the same methodology that Investors Business Daily teaches, and we would all sit there and help each other grow. There were people of all different levels, people that are doing this professionally, some people doing it full time, and other people like myself at the time that were brand new and just learning the ropes and needed some help. So we were all there and we were all able to help each other, and it was a great environment. If you don't have something like that near you, what I would suggest too is, if you're watching this, I just started a brand new Facebook group called the ChartYourTrade family. And so what that group is meant to do is to allow all of us to come together, share our experiences, engage with one another, help each other out, pay it forward if we're somebody that's more experienced, if we're somebody that's less experienced, get that support, and really just all support each other and achieve more together. So have a very strong community, and that is something that will help you take your game to the next level. Tip number 5, you have to be consistent. Now that we've gone through self-awareness and we know how much time we could dedicate and what styles suit us best, whatever we end up figuring out, and whatever we end up doing, we want to make sure that we are very consistent. So if we figure out that we're able to analyze the markets once a week and we're going to trade intermediate term, then it's something that we have to make sure that we're doing every single week, and we are entering our orders every single week. Whatever our process is, we have to make sure that it's a process that we're able to consistently do. Otherwise, it's going to ultimately fall apart. We are what we consistently do. So if we are somebody that consistently analyzes the market, does the work, and plans our trades, then we will be somebody that consistently sees that level of success. If we're somebody that is inconsistent and we don't always journal our trades, we don't always come up with a plan, we don't always check the markets when we're supposed to, then our results are going to reflect somebody that is inconsistent. So whatever the plan is that will be able to fit into you and your plan and your life, be consistent with it. Tip number 6, keep your losses small. This is extremely important, especially when you're just starting out and you're learning. You want to keep your losses as small as possible because these are going to be your tuition fees. Everybody has losing trades when they trade the markets. It's inevitable. Now, understand that you will have losing trades. But if you're able to keep your losses small and then allow your winners to run, so long as your winners are bigger than your losses, then you'll be way ahead of the game. So just as an example, in our own service, the Advanced Stock Reports, we have this model portfolio, and for that model portfolio this year, we only had about a 40% win rate, right? So that means that 60% of the time, 6 out of every 10 trades that we had, they were losers. So how did we come out ahead? Well, we actually had a 60% return for 2017, which is a phenomenal return. We tripled the S&P 500, but how did we do that? It was by having our winners run far, and it was by keeping our losses extremely small in the low single digits. So keep your losses small, and that's something that will allow your winners to compound over time, and that's how you will ultimately be successful in the market. Tip number 7, you need to start a trading journal if you haven't done so already. When I first started out, I had a marble notebook and a pen, and that was my trading journal. For every single trade, I would write down the ticker, or what I bought, well, why I was buying it, how many shares, and also I would start writing down my feelings around the trade. So how did I feel when I was putting it on? Was I excited? Was I anxious? What types of patterns were there? What was the overall state of the market? All these kinds of things I would put into my journal, and then over time I would be able to go back and evaluate what the plan was, and did it work? Did it not work? Did it turn out to be a winner? Did it turn out to be a loser? Did I even follow the plan? It's those things when we have a journal and we're able to go back and review it later on, we could see what we did, why we did it, and how can we improve. So to go back to consistency, we need to consistently journal, and it will make our journals that much more powerful. So after I had my marble notebook, I eventually upgraded to a loose leaf binder, and within that binder, I was able to print out charts, throw them in there, it separated out, these trades are winners, these trades are losers, and I had that for a number of years as well. And then what I later on upgraded to was I decided to put all the stuff in Excel. And I actually have this available to you for free if you're interested. It's our stock analysis starter kit, and I'll put a little link up in the top, and you just click that and you'll be able to get my trading journal template, my trading log template, and I also created this stock evaluation guide that gives you a weighted average of all the different types of things that you might want to look at when you're analyzing a stock, and then you could take the parameters that I set and make it your own. So tip number 7, journal. Make sure that you journal, and make sure that you're doing it consistently. Tip number 8, find a mentor. Now, when I was first starting out, I had a lot of aspirational mentors, people that I never actually met, but I would read their books, watch their videos, go to classes, people that I never even met. Some people that have long passed away, but they're still mentors because I'm learning from them and following their craft. That's a great start, but it will only get you so far. To get to the next level, I needed to find some mentors that I was able to meet with either virtually or in person. So it's trickier than you would think, because there's a lot of people that mean very well, and then you also have a lot of other people that don't. So you want to try to weed those people out, and when you finally are left with the people that are sincerely trying to help, well, do they fit your trading methodology? Do they have a personality that is kind of in sync with your own? Just those two parameters alone, finding that is not as easy as you would think to be able to line up for yourself. So spend some time trying to find a good mentor. And so, well, with our own service, with the advanced stock reports, we allow people to email us and be in constant contact for the entire life of their membership. So wherever you happen to be at, you have direct access to both Adam Sarhan as well as myself to help guide you in your trading and wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. And that's a key part of the service. It's far more than just a model portfolio and yeah, here's the trades that we're doing, and we're showing you exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it and why we're doing it, and giving additional analysis and trade ideas. But we're also there to help mentor and coach you and make sure that you succeed. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment section below and I will personally answer you. Also, if there was a tip 9, 10, 11, 12 that I didn't mention, leave it in the comments below. I'm curious to hear what you thought would be a great tip to include. And let me know too, well, what was your favorite tip of 2018? Thanks again for watching. If you like the video, click that little thumbs up button. It really helps us out a lot. And also make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you're getting all of our updates. Thanks again, and I'll see you real soon in the next video. Take care, happy 2018, and see you real soon.